I lived during the women's movement and during the Vietnam War. I think that my generation felt a need to give back, that we can make changes. That has affected my work greatly because I feel that my work has to be about something. It has to be aware of what's going on in the world. I went to Ohio State, received a M.F.A. in drawing, painting, and graphics. Then I moved to New York City and worked for a while until my husband got an opportunity. We moved to upstate New York and had 2 children. I had 3 great aunts that lived in New York City that were all sick, and I was the only person that took responsibility for them. I commuted back and forth for 8 years, taking care of them. So life kind of got in the way of everything I was doing. The cold weather got too much for us, and my husband got a job in Florida. When I arrived in Florida, what I saw was a whole generation of people that were just biding their time, as though their lives were over. It disturbed me. Just because you retired, it didn't mean that it was the end of their life. It got to the point where I thought, I must have something to offer. This is not the way I want my life to be. So I decided to apply to schools. Savannah College of Art and Design was the only school I applied to. I like to think of pataphysics as the science of imaginary solutions. But in truth, it's just a subject that's filled with contradictions, and even defining pataphysics is very unpataphysical. My father was a scientist, my sister's a doctor, my husband's a doctor, my son's a doctor. Everybody in the family is involved in science. When I discovered pataphysics, I felt like I was part of something, a tradition and something bigger than myself, and that I could now dip into the sciences and make it mine. Oh, I would absolutely encourage anybody to take a chance, take a risk, go back to school. There are a lot of challenges. It's not always easy, but it's more than worthwhile. I'm a different person. I'm very pleased with the changes. I love it because people are listening to me. I get to talk about my work. I get to show it. I've learned a tremendous amount, and I feel like a completely different person. I was working on something. I was holding back. I wasn't letting myself dive into it completely and thoroughly. And a fellow student told me, if you're going to do it, own it. And after that, it was as though I had been set free.